What's up, guys? In today's video, I will be teaching you guys about variables and data types in Python. So I have opened up our folder from the previous video. I'm going to create a new file and call it variables.py. So I've created the file, and now we're going to talk about what are data types. So a data type is like a type of data, like a number, a word, or a letter. In Python, data are classified differently. So in Python, the first data type is a string, which is like hello, coding, and anything that is surrounded by quotations will be classified as a string in Python. So a string must have quotations. Now, let's talk about integers. So an integer, 10, 15, and like 22. So it's like a number that does not have a decimal point value and is not surrounded by quotations. That's what an integer is. Now, let's talk about what floats are. So a float is like 10.5, 15.3, and like 22.7. So that's what floats are. So a float is any number that has a decimal point value and that is not surrounded by quotations. So if it is surrounded by quotations, then it will become a string. So now let's talk about Boolean values. So a Boolean value is like true or false. So a Boolean value can only be true or false, nothing else. Now, I'm going to write down some data, and you guys are going to pause the video and guess what kind of data type they are. So let's say 10. So I want you guys to pause the video and guess what kind of data type each of these data are. So I'm glad that you guys have guessed, and now I'll tell you the answers. So 10 is an integer because it is a whole number without a decimal point value and it's not surrounded by quotations. Now, this 10 is surrounded by quotations, so it is a string. Now, hello is also a string because it's a word and it's surrounded by quotations. True is a Boolean value because a Boolean value is true or false. 15.3 is a float value because it has a decimal point value and it does not have quotations around the data. And then 15.5 is a string because it has quotations around the data, which is 15.5. So now let's talk about variables. So to define a variable in Python is very simple. All you're going to do is type in your variable name. So let's take a variable name as age. And we'll set it equal to 25. And to print a variable, we're going to use the print function like we have learned in the previous video. And we're going to print the variable name, which is age. So now we're going to save our file and open up our terminal. And we're going to run the command python 3 variables.py and hit enter. And it prints us 25. So now let's assign another value to age. We'll say age equals 30. And then we're going to print age again and save it. And we will run the same command. It's going to print 25 and then 30. The reason behind this is because here age is 25. So we print age and age is 25 here. And then the computer sees that age became 30. So when we print age again, it says 30. And that applies to all data types. It'll print the latest update to that variable. So thanks for watching. Please leave a comment if you guys have any questions. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.